Hi everyone, welcome to Understand Heart, where we learn about anything and everything heart related. Today I'll be sharing my experience of working as a foreign doctor in the UK, exploring both the advantages and disadvantages of it. I've been in the UK for the last 11 years, including 2.5 years in medical school and working as a junior doctor for the rest of the time. If you are interested to follow my journey in the UK, I've published a video previously, so do click on it to learn more. Having worked in many regions of the UK, I've had a variety of experiences, so I thought it would be nice to share the advantages and disadvantages of working in the UK as a doctor from a foreign country. If you're thinking of moving here, it may help you weigh your options. Of course, this is just my personal opinions, so it may differ from others. Let's start with the advantages. Firstly, inclusion. People here in the UK are quite friendly and accepting of other cultures. The NHS has a large proportion of healthcare providers from other parts of the country, therefore embracing different cultures is just intrinsically a part of it. As I'm ethnically Chinese, some of my consultants would wish me Happy Chinese New Year when the time comes. Another big advantage is that leave will be taken at different times as we celebrate different festivities, so it will more likely be approved. Secondly, the broad-based training structure that is internationally recognized. The training structure in the UK is quite broad-based, allowing some formal exposure to most specialties during the early stages, as I've explained in all my other videos. Even when you get into your specialty training, such as in the case of cardiology, we still have 2 years of general cardiology training before sub-specialization. On that same note, as the training system in UK is widely recognized all over the world, it provides a good platform to move around after completion of consultant training. Thirdly, the equal treatment for all patients. There are many advantages of the NHS, and one of it is the access to equal healthcare irrespective of socio-economic status. This means that when I prescribe a treatment for a patient based on evidence, it more than likely will be carried out for the patient, no matter who the patient is, and therefore ensuring that they get the best outcome. Lastly, the work-life balance. As a trainee, I have a rota to specify the shifts I have to do with protected rest times and 0 hours. At times when I'm not on call, I'm not expected to do any work-related things, although I do sometimes. When compared to other countries for medical training, UK is slightly better for work-life balance. Of course, this can vary specialty to specialty, but overall, it is quite relaxed as a trainee doctor in the UK. There are always cons to all situations, and here are some of the disadvantages which I've found. Firstly, the long training time and tick box exercise for training. From graduation to becoming a consultant, a typical UK trainee will take an average of 8 to 10 years depending on the specialty, more in cases where you need procedural skill competency. Another disadvantage in training is that part of the training is mainly tick box exercises. There are many hoops that junior doctors need to jump through to complete training. Many of them may not be relevant to their job as a doctor. Because of the rigidity in the system, it also makes the training more consistent, but at the same time less rewarding, which brings me to the second point. As the main part of training is to get everyone to the same safe practicing level as an independent specialist, there is very little in the way of rewarding truly exceptional trainees or help trainees become exceptional. This is partly due to the rotational basis of training, so you don't really have a mentor that you can follow throughout the training journey, and partly due to the tick box exercise type of training system, which makes all trainees just a part of going through the system. This also makes trainees more expendable and less likely to try and implement changes to the system. Number 3 is the difficulty in changing the system. Apart from the constant moving around, which means that hospitals have lesser incentives in training or satisfying complaints of trainees, it also demotivates trainees to implement changes which may be useful for the hospital and patients. Most trainees, myself included, just see the post as a job and find it hard to implement change. especially when you are only in a certain department for a few months, which I think is too short for any impactful changes. Although the portfolio encourages trainees to do audits and quality improvement projects, again, these are mostly done as a tick box with very minimal impact on quality of care. Lastly, being far away from the family. This was not much of an issue until recently, where I find that I cannot travel home as I previously could do. The distance, both physical and time difference, can be quite hard to handle sometimes, even with the help of technology. However, looking on the bright side of this, I think this has made me treasure the time which I spend with my family even more when I do go home. These are some pros and cons of working as a foreign doctor in the UK. Hopefully, these can be helpful to you if you are thinking of moving here to the UK. If you are a foreign doctor working here, please leave a comment below sharing your thoughts of working in the NHS. If you find this interesting, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for joining me.